In this video, I'm going to show you what are the most popular brawlers and also what are the most unpopular brawlers, giving you the stats you need and also my own opinion about the brawlers. And big shout out to brawltime.ninja. And also, I would appreciate it if you leave a subscription on this channel because we are so close to 1 million. We are like the fastest growing channel in Germany. So thank you so much for the crazy support. And now have much fun with the video. So we start with the top 5 most unpopular brawlers, and that's Eve. So I can understand why Eve is like top 5 of the most unpopular brawlers, to be honest, because Angelo is literally a better version of this brawler. Angelo deals more damage, both of them can walk on water. What made Eve so special is that she was the only brawler that walked on water, and now Angelo also is able to do that, but everything he does is just better than Eve. So the jump is literally a better version of the Eve gadget. The damage is better. You might hit better with Eve, like hitting more shots in general, but since Angelo does so much more damage and with good aim, you will most likely hit anything anyway. So that's not too much of a big deal in my opinion. And also the super Eves hatchlings, I mean, they can tank, yes, but they have to reach their target to poison them. And with Angelo, you can literally heal with your super and do extra poisonous damage there. And Eve needs an extra additional gadget to actually heal herself. So it's clear Angelo's just the way a better version of Eve. And I can really understand why this brawler is so unpopular. Top 5 of the most popular brawlers is starting with Edgar with a usage rate of 3.02%. That was quite obvious in my opinion. I mean, Edgars are everywhere. Edgar is easy to play. You know, go with Edgar. Join a game. You see a dynamite. You jump on a dynamite. You win the game. That's how it works with Edgar. He was also free back in the days. So everyone unlocked him. And this brawler was a hype since release. That brawler was really a huge success by Brawl Stars. And I personally also like Edgar very much. I love to play him. I love to play against him. I think you can easily outplay him. But in the right hands, he's gold. That's just my opinion. So I'm really happy seeing him in the top 5. And we continue with top 4. Starting with the most unpopular side again. And that's Otis. This one, on the other hand, is not quite understandable for me. Otis is a great brawler, especially with that only Otis skin. He feels so cool, so mighty to play. In my opinion, very underrated. I mean, low usage rate doesn't mean a brawler is bad, obviously. But with 0.33% usage rate, this brawler obviously is not played quite often. Seems like people do not really like Otis. But I think especially in ranked, he's a great counter to all those assassins against Fang, Edgar, Kit, etc. Even against tanks, Otis is always a great pick in my opinion. Damage is fine. And also in solo showdown, I think he's underrated. So I really don't know why people have such a big problem with Otis, but we have to take it, I guess. Top 4 of the most popular brawlers on the other side is Piper. And yeah, no doubt that Piper is on that list. She is just one of the most famous brawlers since release. Was never boring to play this brawler. She's best sniper from the whole sniper squad. And I think a very important factor that makes Piper so much fun to play is that she can defend herself against tanks and assassins even as a sniper. So B, for example, what do you do if Edgar jumps on you? Nothing. You just die. Same with Belle, same with Byron. It's always the same. So with Byron, you at least have a gadget where you can one-shot that Mortis. You most likely are also dead, but then you at least also kill that other guy. But yeah, that's not the goal at the end of the day. So Piper has a knockback gadget for showdown rounds, for example. She has a seeking shot for 3v3 if you're like safe against tanks with other picks or seeing in rank that your opponents do not play any kind of assassins and stuff. Then you can also play that other gadget, but that doesn't matter. And also the super is so important to get away from hot situations, even though you get outplayed sometimes with her. So sometimes you cannot do anything, but nevertheless still a great brawler. And to me it makes totally sense that Piper is in the top 4 here. The bronze medal of this competition of like the most unpopular brawlers goes to Pam. She has a usage rate of 0.29%. And Pam had a really big sell-off because back in the days, she was like the biggest showdown meta ever. Also, where not too many brawlers, around 20 or 30. Let's say around 30. Pam was one of the best brawlers. Also in showdown, you saw Pam everywhere. You joined showdown, like 7 people playing Pam, teaming high elo, playing on that one map, on that one Pam map, farming turrets on each other, placing them, farming another turret, and then you just had a Pam party of 8 people. Kill those 2 or 3 guys guys that didn't pick Pam, and then in the end they just smash each other like nothing. But now she's actually not that anymore, but a really unpopular brawler. People do not like to play her anymore. Still a good hot zone brawler, still quite okay in ranked. I think she's not even a bad brawler, so this does not say that she's useless, trash or whatever. She's still a good brawler, I would say. Also a great Amber Draco counter, for example, with that gadget. But there's just much more interesting brawlers right now, so people do not play Pam anymore. And a bronze medal on the other side again goes to Mortis. And honestly, I thought Mortis makes the top 1 for sure. Mortis is everywhere, you know, typical Thomas 753 player, picking Mortis, going into Brawl Ball with randoms, grinding, having some fun. And I remember always facing a Mortis in Brawl Ball when I pushed my rank 35. There was no game without Mortis. So you already knew when you're going for rank 35 grind, okay, we're going to face a lot of Mortises because it's Brawl Ball. People are trick shotting, you know, all the YouTubers. So many Mortis pros. Also a lot of Mortis one tricks, random people maining him. Was quite obvious for me. And the silver medal, which is shocking to me because I think there's literally fan pages for Janet. Yes, it's Janet. Silver medal for Janet. 0.28% use rate. I think there's even fan pages for Janet. I've never seen this. I'm not saying you what exactly is on these fan pages, but yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. But there's a lot of Janet lovers out there. But actually, people do not play her. She's also my world record brawler. I played her to 1600 or 1700 trophies without win streaks and in solo showdown. That was a huge achievement. We also held the world record, not for long, but we had one. No, it was like the only brawler I think that I ever pushed a bit higher. I think Larry and Laurie was also quite high. Surge was quite high. But yeah, I didn't push many brawlers to high trophies yet because I think it's quite exhausting. And when I pushed Janet, I was sitting like 20 minutes in matchmaking. Some of you will remember it because I streamed it. And I was sitting in that matchmaking forever. Like we literally watched SpongeBob SquarePants episodes or whatever. I'm not quite sure what I watched. And we finished the whole episode before the next game started. So that was crazy. But yeah, I don't really see Janet on second place because I think there's so much worse brawlers. What about Mr. P? What about Grom? What about Hank and Frank? Why are these brawlers more popular than Janet? I really don't get that, but it's not up on me. Small disclaimer here. So this video was recorded before the new update, like before Lily and Frank became so popular because they got a rework. So right now, Lily is top 1 of the most popular brawlers. I mean, it's quite obvious. It's because she got a huge buff with that 1 bonus ammo. Lily has, I think, around 7% usage rate right now, which is insane. I mean, we have 81 brawlers right now, and every 13th player decides to play Lily. So absolutely stunning. With Frank, it should be around 6%. Frank has a ton of HP. This shoot animation makes him so much stronger. And he's on the second place after Lily. Just incredible popular brawlers because they are also so strong. Pretty much replaced Sandy with the new update. Like Frank is the new Sandy. But I think both of them will get an emergency nerf, and that will mean that other brawlers that we are used to, for example, Mortis, etc., will get back to the top slowly. But right now with Lily, yeah, no chance. Silver medal for the famous ones goes to Cold. Also quite surprising to me. So Cold is a very nice brawler, but that he's played so often, like almost 4% use rate. That's impressive. Cold's like one of my worst brawlers. I mean, I still pushed him to rank 35 and I know how to play Cold, but it has never been that brawler that I played the best with or was really interested in pushing very high or showing some very cool videos and stuff. I think there's just more fun brawlers like Surge, etc. But many people have another opinion on that, and that's fine. And for me, it is surprising, but I'm not shocked or anything because Cold has great skins. Cold is a rare brawler. Everyone has him. He does a lot of damage. You can burst with him so well. Good and highs, playable on basically any map. But he's missing an escape gadget to be actually useful in Showdown. I think processors really should consider adding a gadget like a second gadget for that are more Showdown based. Brawlers just need that one Showdown gadget so they can actually do something. And opening a wall or reloading is great for 3v3, but I think it's absolutely useless for Showdown. If an Edgar jumps on you or a kid, you're dead. So if you have anything, a jump or a stun, I don't care to be honest, but just anything so Cold can defend himself, I think it would be way better. Number 1 on this list, the gold medal of the most unpopular brawler. That's like not the best achievement you can get, but it's still an achievement. It goes goes to Ruffs. I used to call him Captain Ruffs, but it's Colonel Ruffs, I think. 0.25 use rate. That's extremely low. And I'm a big fan of Ruffs. I really don't get it. I mean, I just said it. There's so much worse brawlers in my opinion. Also, Duck. There's nothing interesting about Duck. He needs really good movement. You can do nothing with Duck if you don't have good movement. Maybe you can team a bit in Showdown. Maybe you can play that one Grey combo, you know, playing Grey, Duck, and Jackie, I think it was. Or let it be Rosa. Something like this. Maybe that makes the brawler a bit more popular. But we're talking about Ruffs. He might be a worse edition of Rico, maybe. But I think since he can break walls, give his teammates power cubes, which also makes him kind of a support, especially with that one star power, showing that he's actually a support brawler. So for me, a much more interesting brawler than many others. But right now, people just can't fit with Ruffs, and it's okay. It's fine to have a different opinion. But the way more interesting fact is the top one most famous brawler in Brawl Stars right now in this season. Believe me or not, but it is, from the statistics that I've seen, it is Dynamite with a usage rate of 4.29%. That's even way more than Court has, like around 0.5% more. And that's astonishing. Out of 100 people, 4.5 play Dynamite. I mean, I love Dynamite. People who watch my channel know it already. I've done so many plays with Dynamite. His stun gadget is so fun to play. You stun someone, he's dead. You cycle that auto attack and a super on him, kill that guy, and you're super right again. Not only that, he has the jump star power, which is extremely fun to play. Only thing that might be useless on him is that one circle gadget. You never really use that. You always want to have the stun. So I can totally understand why Dynamite is such a popular brawler. But one factor is still surprising to me, and that's since so many people play Edgar or Kit right now, Dynamite is not really in the meta. Maybe it doesn't matter on like 5k trophies, 7k trophies. Most of the players are on really low trophies. That might be a reason why Dynamite actually works quite well there. But if there was an Edgar or Kit meta around, Dynamite would not be the first brawler that comes into my mind. But I think on lower trophies, things are just going different. And that's the top 5 of the most popular and the most unpopular brawlers. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this kind of content, leave me a like. And if you didn't, leave a dislike and tell me in the comments what I should improve. Thank you so much for watching. Your Snakefuck. Peace.